How do you find the balance of being a survivor, an overcomer, a grieving mother, a drum roll, let's put it where it is, and a celebrity? I know you're not going to wear it, but I watch it. People stopping you for pictures, people you never met before, just want to be able to grab a hold of you. And again, this is not from you doing an R&B album. It's not from you doing a movie, but for how it is that you move. How have you been able to navigate this space of people looking at you in that same kind of stage?
Because I haven't changed. My situation changed, but the person who I am has not changed.
Yeah.
I still have to call my mom. I still have to check in with my son.
Yeah.
I still do a lot. I still like to play spades.
Yes.
You know,
How many books you got?
So it's some things that have changed, and I'm on a different level when it comes to speaking, because I speak professionally through a speakers bureau, the American Program Bureau out of Boston. You know, and I meet a lot of people and those things. But when I go back home, I'm still Sybrina Fulton. I'm still Trayvon and Javaris's mother. I'm still the person who worked for the county 20 plus years. I still have my family there. I still have to, just do the regular things in life. I still have to do those things. And so I'm humble, but I'm not weak.
Wow.
You know, and so that's very important. You know, I want to keep the same person who I am as I change, as I maneuver through this journey.
I wanted to ask you, because you just brought it up, and I don't think in our 11, 12 years of being in each other's space, how has this impacted Trayvon's grandmother? Because I don't think I've had that conversation.
She is my biggest cheerleader. She's a part of the support team.
Yeah.
She is, I'm 50 something years old.
Yes, me too.
And I still have to check in. I still have to text. I still have to send her everywhere I go.
Is she in Florida?
She's in Florida.
Yes.
She's in Miami, and I still have to send pictures. Yes. So it's nothing changed when it comes to that, you know, because I'm the youngest, and I'm always going to be her baby girl. So,
there are some people as pastor that I've walked through have gone through tragedy and traumas, not as high profile, and go through the healing process. But one of the non-negotiables for them is they do not go to funerals.
Oh,
you don't? Wow.
I will go to a viewing.
Yes.
I will go and sit with the family.
Yeah.
But I don't make it a habit of going to the funeral. And the high profile funerals, it has to be something in my head that says you need to be there. Mm-hmm. If I don't get that, I did go to George Floyd's funeral.
Yes.
And I did not want to go until I saw 3 of his brothers in the lobby. And when they saw me, they just started hugging me. And I was like, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really supposed to be here.
Yes.
But I just felt like those seats should be for people who known the people and people who their loved ones, like their friends and family, should be sitting there. And I don't feel like I should take up a seat, unless I'm speaking. If I'm there to speak, then that's one thing.
Right.
I love to provide support to the families, but I don't think I have to be at the funeral to do. It's too much. It's a burden.
I got it. You are a proud and esteemed, celebrated member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. But you are also in another sorority of overcoming mothers.
That's right.
And I want you to talk about that circle of mothers who have really come around you in this journey, and what has that sorority meant for you?
Okay, it's called a Circle of Mothers, and there was no Circle of Mothers around when I lost Trayvon.
Yeah.
And it's about empowering women. It's about healing. It's about just coming together. I usually do it in Miami the weekend after Mother's Day, because I truly believe that you should be with your loved ones on Mother's Day.
Right.
And so then we kind of rally around each other after Mother's Day. It's the weekend after Mother's Day. And I'm planning for it now for May. And we laugh, we cry, we hug, we do all of those things. And I remember my first, and it was a dream that I had. And I got up in the middle of the night and I started writing. And I didn't tell anybody, because sometimes you just got to keep those things inside.
Yes.
But I had a meeting with my team and I told them, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you. And I was talking about it as if I had already gone to the Circle of Mothers.
Wow.
But it was a dream. Yeah. And so God planted that seed, you know, and I usually bring 100 mothers a year, and I didn't know exactly how to maneuver things. And so Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mom, wrote me a letter, and I was like, that's my keynote speaker right there.
Wow.
And they told me, they told me, oh no, she doesn't speak. She's not going to come. She doesn't come out. And I had never really saw her on the journey. I never, you would see her every now and then, but she didn't do much speaking. And I reached out to her because she had written me a letter. And when I reached out to her, I said, I just need you to come. I just need you to talk to the moms. I mean, I was new to this, so I didn't know what to say. Right. And she said, I'd be glad to come.
Wow.
And she came, and she was my first keynote speaker.
Wow.
And I remember just vividly her walking into the room, and they played Dear Mama without the music. It's just him talking.
Yes.
And it was just like, really?
Y'all had to wrap me up.
Oh, my God.
Carry me out of
what?
There. Wow.
It was powerful. It was powerful. And she said, one of the things that she said she has never been in a room of her peers.
And
every mother in there was like in tears.
Yeah.
Because now we got somebody that we can pattern our life after.
Yeah.
We got somebody we can look up to and say, well, this heartbreak didn't kill her. It's not going to kill me.
Yeah.
And so she came. It was an awesome event. I'm like I said, I invite like 100 moms a year. There's no shortage of moms. You know, I always have to look for funding in order so I can bring the moms, because I take care of everything. The foundation. Through the foundation, we take care of their flight. We take care of their transportation, the hotel, the food, the counselor.
Wow.
They get a swag bag. They get a shirt. They exercise. It's about mind, body, and soul. We do a meet and greet. We have a church service. Everything is in all into one. And then the only thing I ask the moms to do is go back into their communities and help other mothers.
No, that's beautiful. I'm grateful that you're doing this, a source of ministry for you. What has been for you in this journey of 12 years, one of the most significant moments, whether it was a call or a letter, or you're at a program which makes you feel, you know what, I'm really loved, I'm covered?
One of the things was Afeni Shakur, like I said, Maya Angelou.
Yes.
And also Barack and Michelle Obama at the White House.
Wow.
That did it for me. You could have rolled me up and just sent me home. Yes. I mean, that did it for me. That was confirmation that I was on the right track, that we were on the right track as a foundation.
Yeah. What are the places in your life now that you are in this space and thrust into a international position? How do you, Drake says no new friends. How do you now screen how you allow people to get close at this point? Because you don't know what people are attached to, what they're trying to get, what is the motive. How are you able to do that and still keep clean hands and a pure heart?
I think one of the things I'm still close to my family.
Yeah.
I'm still close to my same friends. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't have any new friends, but it's hard to get in. Of course, you build a wall up because I see your wall, you know, and so you have to build a wall up because you have to protect yourself from what's out on the outside. And so you never know when somebody is going to backstab you, but you try to do your best to discern, you know, who's a good person for you and who is not. I can certainly say that on my train ride, on my journey of my life, you could never forget that I lost my 17-year-old son in my chapter 5. But it's what I did in chapter 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what's important, you know. And so you got to continue to move forward. Even though some people may get off your train, the train has to keep moving. And I don't waste my time, or I don't waste a lot of time worrying about who got off. Because if they got off, that means they're not going in the same direction I'm going in.
Absolutely.
And it was time for them to get off.
Yeah, they illegally jumped on the train.
That's right. With no ticket.
Yeah, right. 1 million people in America died from COVID-19. 1 million people died of COVID-19, and America never had a day of grieving. We just came outside one day and took off our mask.
Right.
And acted like it was over. I want you to say a word for people, whether it is through violence, whether it's through police aggression, whether it's through cancer, whether it's through a drive-by, whether it's from a tumor, whoever is watching and is still grappling with a level of grief. I want you to just give them a word of encouragement.
I'm going to look straight into the camera and let people know that healing is an inside job. There's some things that you need to do that has been laying heavy on your heart that you need to do for yourself. I'm going to suggest you do those things. You do those things if they remain positive. You do those things if they're beneficial to you. You do those things if they're going to help move you forward to the next step. We all grieve, and I jokingly say a lot of times that we are all crazy. We have all been through some trauma. My trauma has just been more severe than your trauma, but we all have been through some trauma. And if you have not been through any trauma yet, keep living, keep saying happy birthday, and you'll be through some trauma too. It's how you deal with the trauma that you receive. It's how you deal with the cards that you're dealt that makes you different from anybody else. And so I say just continue to move forward. Continue to put one foot in front of the other. Continue to pray. But don't just pray, because the Bible tells you faith without works is dead. So you got to work at it as well. So that's the work part. That's the work part. That's the part we don't never want to do, is the work part. So I just suggest that, you know, you put your hands together and you just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Even if it's baby steps, keep moving.
I love it. Thank you, Evangelist Sybrina, for your one-night crusade.